Hello, my name is Jacob Wolf, and today is February 16th, 2023. It's been a minute since I've made a video, at least on here, and posted it. More than likely, if you see this, you're somebody who knows me, because I don't really go out of my way to promote like myself and any videos that I make and stuff like that. Like, if anything, I put transgender and Christian and stuff like that because, yeah, I'm a trans person who believes in God. And there's so much going on that I don't even know where to begin, with everything. Um, there's been so much that's happened in the past 2-3 weeks that like I've been trying to figure out what to call this. It's like that and I've felt this for a while, but it's just okay, now it's the fucking time. You know what I mean? Because all my life, I guess in a way I kind of knew that this shit was gonna happen. Um Not necessarily hundreds and hundreds of bills attacking trans people and stuff, but where it's pretty much honestly it's they're making it illegal to be trans. They're making it illegal for us to be able to access gender affirming care and education. Like, they're trying to make it illegal to talk about us and teach our history, and just for trans people or gay people to even be mentioned, and us to be able to access healthcare, and making it a felony so that we can't vote and that we can't live our lives, and make it so that trans kids don't grow up, because so many trans kids attempt suicide and commit suicide, and it's just I don't know what's been going on, but I just felt like I needed to make this video because at this moment, um, for some reason, I don't know why, um, on my TikTok, for some reason, I've been getting a lot of live videos of people just pretty much their opinions on how like things that I've already heard before, but it just it hurts. It hurts my heart, and it hurts to know that so many people feel this way, and it's not that I'm surprised, because I'm not. I feel like, if anything that I've ever learned in my life, especially honestly from relationships, it's that people don't really accept trans people. And unfortunately, with that, it's caused me in my past to reject myself and not take care of myself and not be there for myself, because I always wanted people to love me, because you know, just everybody wants to be loved and cared about for who they are, you know? And I feel like the past, so this year, in September, will be 10 years since I attempted suicide. And whew, it's been a lot. Um, to get here to this point, and it's not even like all that bad. Like, I mean, obviously before it was really bad, but like, and I don't know if anybody's watched that video of me talking about my testimony, but yeah, ever since like I attempted and I chose to live and live my life as my true self, the person who God made me, I genuinely have felt a lot happier. And I saw someone arguing today, and they were saying a bunch of stuff that just like it just really a lot of people don't take the time to understand us and educate themselves. I learned that I've learned that over the years, and one really big thing that happened to me yesterday actually is that ever since this thing happened, like, where DT talked about all that stuff about trans people, and just all the stuff happened. Like, I've seen a lot of people talk about how just more and more it just allowed people to give their opinion on whether or not only do we exist, but if we do in fact exist, because I exist, but like, should we exist? Like pretty much debating if I should live or not. And that's why, like, I mean, we're calling this a transgender genocide. Like, it's that serious. And I saw somebody talking today, earlier before I made this, and they were talking about how, I think they were talking about another trans person that was on there, pretty much defending their existence. They were talking, the person was not accepting, and they were talking about how they see an inner war going on inside of people, and how, like, we're trans and that we're not really, like, we're not living right, and that's why this stuff is gonna happen to us, pretty much trying to justify this amount of hate and damn near like persecution against people like me, and like trying to justify that and using it behind, like, trying to say that, like, it's stuff that like God wouldn't approve of and stuff like that. And I have the biggest like, I disagree with that with every fiber of my being. I disagree with it because I'm here. I exist. I love God. Everything that I've been able to do in my life, I've been able to travel. I've been able to fall in love and love people and care about them. And I've been able to heal from that pain and the pain that I've caused others. I've been able to apologize to them, reach out. I've been able to laugh. I've been able to get some education, and I've been able to have jobs. I've been able to start HRT. I've been able to, even before that, I was able to have my family say my name at my birthday when I blew out the candles when I was 21. That was the first time. And I've been able to have a really beautiful life with people who love me for who I am. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't have God. if I didn't have God always there loving me and caring about me when not only was I unlovable, I felt, or that I was made to feel unlovable. And yeah, I was unlovable. I've been an ass. But you know, I recognize how I've been, and just all these different things, like it's just like real things, like stuff like I've done the work, to for all of that stuff to lead me back to loving myself and being able to be there and show up for others. And you know God's helped me. For me personally, like, I'm grateful. I wouldn't have been able to do any of it, if God wasn't there for me. And the past 2 weeks, like, I've been able to talk to my mom about things, like real shit that, like, because I don't take her for granted, and anything that she's taught me. Like, I've not always been the best person, and you know I've I feel like that's how it is for all people in a way. Like, I am not without fault, and I'm not saying, like, whenever I talk about God, like, I don't ever want it to sound like I'm trying to force it on people, and most importantly, I don't want it to be like I am saved that one time when I attempt suicide and I'm saved forever and I'm somehow better than everybody else because I have God in my life and I have a relationship with Him. And because it, like, me showing up and being myself and living, it's a choice I made. I didn't choose to be trans, but that's just how I was born. And I choose to live. And so, therefore, like, I choose to be who God made me to be. And I've never been happier. I've always felt this way. I make a joke that when I came out, and it's like, here I am. But, like, it's just, there's so many things I could talk about. But I kind of, in a way, wanted to put it all out here. Because I know this is my mind going, so many directions, and there's just a lot of stuff that's been said that's been weighing heavy on me. But I did talk to my sister yesterday, and, like, I was able to talk to her about a lot of things because realistically, my sister, her voice has been the one inside my head that's kind of like a lot of the stuff she said, like, it's just been repeated over and over back to me. And I just feel like it was time. Like, I really couldn't have gone another day without telling her how I felt, and I'm grateful that I did. Though there were some things that she said that I like, I feel like at the end of the day, like, my mom told me this too, you know I don't have to try to defend my existence. All I should have to really do is just live and just be here and be happy, because I deserve to be, and that, like, I'm a real person and I'm a good person, you know and it's exhausting. It's exhausting feeling like, it's exhausting when your existence is being debated and people are seriously, like, pouring their hearts out in their testimonies and sharing how much they love their kid or they love themselves or their friend, and how, like, there's all this, like, love and care and everything behind it. And, like, the majority of people who transition and who are trans, a lot of them aren't able to get on HRT and get top surgery and surgeries and stuff like that. But the best thing that you could do is just call them by their name. call them by their name, respect their pronouns. It's as simple as that. And yet some people it feel like they can't do that because it's not right and stuff like that. And it's just so sad. Like the world is so crazy right now, and it's really rough. It's rough being in this place where, you know, I know people, you know the song by Green Day, um, but it's like this is like the lonely road I walk, the only one that I've ever known. With you know it being me who feels these kinds of things and who has my own experiences, and even when my loved ones and stuff like that are around me and stuff like that, at the end of the day, like, with their love and care and with God's help, like, I am able to show up and be the person I am. So it's really not that lonely anymore. I just I just really think it's important that, like, if you are an ally, if you're somebody that knows me, if you're somebody that even cares, I don't know why you'd be watching it this long if you didn't, but it's so important for you to show up for us and to be there for us, because right now it's gonna get bad. Like, I go to my local state house, I'm here, like, I go to events and I hear and I know what laws are going on, and and I've seen testimonies and heard them and have cried and just everything, and you have this hope that, like, those people would give a fuck, but they do not. They don't care about anything because they simply do not want us to exist, and it is that cold. It is that cold to where they do not care if we are here or not, because they don't want us to exist, because we're a threat to reproduction. We're a threat to, like, they don't want us to be happy. They don't want us to be loud and be ourselves. They don't want, like, there's so many things are being said. I'm sure people out there, you all know what's going on. Like, I don't want to have to explain it, but it sucks.